Hey everyone, now we're going to look at the Anna Disney Story Doll, and this is the Frozen 1 version. So if you're looking for the Frozen 2 version, I did that 2 years ago on this channel under the playlist Disney Story Dolls, which this doll will also be under that same playlist. But yes, today I looked at Elsa earlier and I did a little recap just discussing the new story dolls that are coming out. So I did Frozen 1 Elsa earlier, and then Merida and Alice will be soon hopefully arriving to my collection. Merida and Alice will hopefully soon be added to my collection, and as far as I know, these are the only two online right now at the Disney Store USA, and then the others seem to be available at the Disney Springs World of Disney store in Orlando. So I'm not sure why that is, but that's just what's happening. So, but yes, I must get my hands on Alice and Ariel. So the packaging for Anna is actually very similar to her Frozen 2 version. Looks like she's walking here in a lovely enchanted forest, or at least maybe searching the North Mountain for her sister, but it doesn't look too completely frozen behind her. So we see some really nice detailing on the outfit, and actually I think that her hair and the cape look really nice here. Also with Anna, you have these little flower details. Usually with Elsa it's snowflakes, and Anna it's like little pink or purple flowers. I think it's just reminiscent to maybe the colors on her dress or like the cape. So yes, so Disney Frozen Anna, and then there are activities, so I will show you that before we look at the doll. And this includes 10 accessories. So we have her coronation dress, pink hat for the snow outfit, black shoes probably for the coronation dress. She has a really pretty crown, I've never seen that before. A flower, well maybe two flowers I guess. There's another clip, I think, a necklace, and then there's a duck and ducklings, and that is from For the First Time in Forever, from the beginning of Frozen 1. That is where that is coming from, so I love that the ducks are included. So yeah, it's very, very pretty. You know, maybe this should have been snowy behind her, but honestly, it looks really nice. I think Anna just really looks good with like that fall kind of vibe. So the side of the box has Anna, and that is straight from original Frozen 1 2D art of her in her snow gear outfit with her cape. Of course, we got the pink and purple details. That is the Arendelle Castle. And we've got some floral designs. The other side we have looks like the Enchanted Forest and some other floral designs. So yeah, they're almost incorporating Frozen 2 elements there with the Enchanted Forest. Okay, so the background of the box really gives a whole glam shot of everything that is included. So it states Frozen Anna, just because Anna is not a Disney princess. She is still considered her own thing with Elsa. And yeah, I really do think this is inspired by Frozen 2 almost, because we got like the fall wind in the background. So that's really cool. I like how both are like, of course, they're crossing boundaries here. I love that. So, but they are all in the same universe. So we have the box up here, the official artwork, and then all of the accessories that are included. And there's a little sneak peek at the activities. I always like this at the bottom of every box. It's kind of a shadow kind of story, just having elements from the movie. And we have Elsa's Ice Palace, Elsa, Anna, and then some trees. That's Olaf, and then that's the Arendelle Castle. So, and then the product information down there. Also, I don't think I mentioned the price earlier. I think these all should retail for $29.99 wherever you are. I'm pretty sure, but that might be a little different, like if you're buying them at a Disney theme park. Okay, so we have activities on the back, all Frozen themed. So over here we have Connect the Dots with Olaf, so you want to follow that. And then find which shadow matches that Olaf picture. Then which piece of this puzzle is missing. I would think it's that one. And as you go down, we want to draw the little troll, but his name is Bolda. That is cute. Oh, I didn't know the troll's name. That is really cute. So draw the character, and then we have a little maze, I guess. So you want to get Elsa on the sleigh to catch up with Anna. All right, and another one of my favorite parts is, of course, the coloring page. So this is including a nice image of Anna and Kristoff and Sven. Looks like it's not frozen outside, it's summer, and they are just enjoying this nice little stroll in the wagon. So that is really, really cute. All right, so we'll have to come back this way later for the accessories, but now let's just get on with the show. We're going to get Anna out of the box. So the way that these are stuck in, there's like a little brown piece there. It's more like twine, and that is how these dolls are staying in there. So I just went ahead and snipped that really quick using a pair of scissors, and there was a nice little spot there that you could reach it without snagging the doll, but of course be careful because you can cut the fabrics that the doll is made of or her hair. So, and usually the dolls that have long hair in this line, they seem to have their hair like all wrapped up so that way it doesn't get damaged. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, just lovely. I mean, wow, I really like this Anna doll. Something is very different here. I'm not completely sure what that is, but it just looks really nice. A lot of you said that you like the detailing on her dress and then just the new body type for this line. Maybe that's what's looking a bit different. So I'm pretty sure this is the Anna face sculpt that we've had for a while, so nothing new there. The cape is of course feeling a little bit more like a felt material, and of course it feels warmer, so you can go rescue your sister from the North Mountain. She has the white streak in her hair, which is another fan favorite. I'm so glad that they brought that back. That looks really nice, and these braids are really sharp. Those look really good. Just love Anna with the braids. You know, I love her hair down too in Frozen 2, but this looks really nice. So this has a clasp in the front, so yeah, it's got like a little hooky do, which I of course will put her coronation dress on, I think at the end, because I think we're gonna take a look at the accessories first, because she does have a pink hat, which will be in the back of the box with all the other accessories. But I know, just something seems different about this doll. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks very nice. And maybe it's the background. So speaking of which, the floor is actually like an Arendelle castle floor. So that's lovely. And I think that's the same as what's on the Frozen 2 story doll. But the actual like shell casing that she was in, that is like straight from Love is an Open Door, I think. That reminds me of that scene where she and Hans are dancing. So it's a little reflective. There we go. That reminds me of that scene, especially with those hanging like flowers. I think that's where that's coming from. So I love that choice, of course, as a background. So like I said, I really love this Anna doll. Yeah, and the pom-poms, really pretty. So yeah, we want to get that pink hat. She also has the pointed feet, so we've got black boots with gold detailing on them and little heels. Yeah, I think she looks really good. All right, so let's get that coronation dress out. Usually have to undo the Velcro on the back of the dress because basically it's Velcroed around a cardboard piece. I struggled with Elsa's cape earlier, so. All right, so there is Anna's coronation outfit. Got a little bit of detail on the top of the dress and then print all around. So, of course, we'll have to try that on her. And then there's like accessories and things. So I know we're gonna have to just see what that looks like, but very pretty. So let's get them out of the way and we are going to go get her accessories. So we'll be right back. So to access the accessories, we go back to the activities section and we go up here, pull this tab out, and you literally have to deconstruct the box somewhat. So, but don't worry, it all goes back together. Honestly, it's, you know, you really have to take it apart pretty much. So we pull this tab here. Got it off in one go. And it seems like everything is in this one pouch. Yeah. So, and I'll just stick everything back together. And it's really not that complicated. It all just kind of fits back in its place. Okie dokie. So then we're back at the beginning. All right, so we will open that up. You never know what can get lost, especially some things are very small. Oh, the ducks are just so cute. No. Ugh. So we have 3 ducklings. And they all look like they've been traumatized. They look scared. Cute. No, actually, I love ducks. I think I like geese and ducks, and they're just so cute. So here's the mama, and she looks less traumatized, so maybe she needs to take care of her kids over there. And this is Anna's pink hat. This is for her snow look, so we'll put that on her. And that's really the only accessory here, I think, that's particularly for that look. And then everything else, I think, is for Coronation. So we have the black shoes, which, of course, are kind of from the movie, but the black shoes in the movie are more, like, detailed. We have a nice frilly crown. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I'm not sure. Okay, and we have a little Arendelle, a little barrette. She has a necklace, which looks like it is Velcroed. And then 2 more barrettes. One is a flower and then a sunflower. So those are really pretty. Cannot wait to get that on. So first, let's just start from the beginning, which I think would be to get that hat on her. And it looks like there's a chin strap, but I'm gonna just try to, what is the best way to do this? There is a chin strap, but I might have to do that off camera. But yeah, there's a chin strap. That way she can like wear it. Ooh, cute. Cute, okay. Ooh, white string, okay. All right, I'm gonna try to do that off camera. Let me try that because yeah, you guys don't wanna watch me struggle, and then we'll look at Coronation. Okay, so the chin strap is really finicky. I did not want to break it, so I guess it's more like a beanie right now, but I think that you will get the drift, so. All right, so we're just gonna be happy with that right now. But yeah, it's a really lovely look. Really, they probably should have gave her like little mittens or something. That probably would have satisfied everybody's requests, but it's really cute. So yeah, we need to get those other accessories on her, but yeah, like this is just like the general vibe of the set so far. I think it's really cute. I think that little barrettes I might have to put like in her braids, because I'm not sure who would really be brave enough to undo those braids and give her a bun and stuff. You'd really have to be a good hairstylist. So, but yes, now onto that section. So let's get everything redressed and we'll be back in a flash. All right, real quick, I just wanted to make sure you noticed that the main outfit was 2 pieces. So the skirt has an elastic band around it, which is blue. And so I thought that was neat. Maybe that's the difference everyone was noticing. And then the top piece is a different shirt. Of course, the vest is kind of in there with it too. So I just thought that was really neat. I didn't know if that had happened before. I'm guessing not, but yeah, and these are what the boots look like without her having them on. So they do have a heel. She does have the pointed feet. So I went ahead and placed those black shoes on her off camera, but as you can see, they do fall off very easily. So you want to get a little rubber band just to rubber band those on. Yeah, I think it would have been nice to have something a little more different, but right, the black shoes are pretty much what she wears in the movie. So but yeah, a lot of the princesses got a really nice looking like new heel for this line, like Aurora, Belle, Cinderella. I want to say Snow White did get a heel for her other dress. So, and I was noticing while doing this that her left, or I don't know what side arm this is, but it's a little loose. So I just have to be very careful with that. I don't know if it was starting to like pop out or something, but yes, so here she is in her coronation dress. It is so pretty. Of course, all of it is printed very nicely around for Playline. We've seen this dress done a million bajillion times, and I just never get tired of it. I really like this outfit. So we lost another shoe. See, it's just, you really need like a good like little rubber band, not too big, just wrap it around her ankles and, you know, tie that on. So I really like this look though with her braids down. I think that's lovely. Of course it looks a little different because we are used to seeing her hair up with this, but that's okay. The necklace does go right around her neck and it is velcroed on the back. And you can use a little charm to kind of weigh it down. So it sits very nicely there. And the crown is also a nice touch. It's got a little bit of embellishment compared to Elsa's crown. So I don't know if this is just meaning to be Anna's tiara or what. And then also she gets that little lovely flower, which I thought we could put in the back of her hair there. So the braids do come, well, excuse me, the barrettes do come, and I think that those would look lovely in her braids, but I did not want to tear those up or anything, so I think that that would look nice maybe like here or down at the bottom, or I mean even back here. I think maybe anywhere, but I think I'm just gonna try to do that whenever I feel a little bit more careful. So of course, because any movement is gonna tear those braids out. This flower is held in by like a little clip or comb, so it's very, very easy just to sit in there. So yeah, I think this looks so lovely. I love this outfit on her. I love that we can see it with her braids down, you know, and the little ducks are so cute, of course, because they're just like wondering what she's doing, parading around the castle. So that's gonna have to be a good photo shoot for me to take some photos of her with the ducks. I think that'd be cute. So, but yeah, that is the final look here. I think I like both very much. Honestly, the snow outfit is nice just because it has those extra details that I guess normally we don't have, where one side is of course the skirt and then the other side is the whole other shirt piece. So yes, well, thank you all for joining, and I am going to put everything back together for one final view, but that is the details of the Anna Frozen 1 story doll.